Now, it's described as the greatest enemy of all, and it's 100 years this month since the outbreak of the pandemic, the Spanish flu.
10 million people died in World War I, but the virus actually killed between 50 and 100 million people in every corner of the globe. Our correspondent Smitha Mundasad looks back at what caused the disease and asks, could it happen again?
In the final year of World War I, a flu virus like never before swept around the globe. It spread to almost every country. It infected a third of the world's population. And in the UK, it claimed more than 220,000 lives. Doctors, nurses and hospitals were overwhelmed.
This is the diary of Basil Hood, Dr. Basil Hood. He was medical superintendent at the St Marylebone Infirmary.
It's one of the few written accounts to reveal what it was like to live through the pandemic.
Each day, the difficulties became more pronounced as the patients increased and the nurses decreased, going down like ninepins themselves.
People were warned to stay away from public gatherings and anyone who was unwell, but many suffered, starving of oxygen and going blue as they tried to take their last breath.
You've got this virus that killed somewhere between 50 and 100 million people in a little over a year, and yet nobody really knows that much about it. And for me, having read the personal accounts, it really drives home how traumatic an experience this was for normal people.
The modern world is a very different place. People are no longer weakened by years of world war. Now transportation is much better, linking every major city. And while that means people can travel around much faster, the worry is that any diseases they carry could spread much faster too.
If a new pandemic virus were to emerge, it could spread around the world to every global capital within 60 days of emergence. That doesn't leave a lot of time.
Experts also say these global threats need more attention so new vaccines can be made and better public health systems developed to stop worldwide spread. 100 years on, Spanish flu is being remembered. This modern dance company is commemorating the virus that even infected political figures like David Lloyd George, Woodrow Wilson and Mahatma Gandhi. Shobna Jaya Singh's choreography illustrates warfare taking place inside and outside the body.
While people were fighting each other and one side thought they'd won, actually the virus at the same time was actually fighting a much bigger battle where everybody lost.
Spanish flu was one of the greatest infectious disease disasters in history. The hope is the world is now better prepared to respond if it happens again. Smitha Mundasad, BBC News.